Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be talking to you about my planner, and I know I've been doing an update on my planner, but today's video was a request and I'm going to be doing a planner, how to plan, what to plan, some tips, tricks, all that stuff. So I feel like this might be a long video, so I'm going to go straight into it. I even wrote down some notes on my planner so that I could be as organized as possible while talking through this video. I'm just pulling up my notes right here. I want to start off with this video by talking to you about my own style. So I'm a very visual person and I really like my planner to have a lot of visual elements to it. I like looking back at my planner and being really satisfied. I like writing in my planner when it looks good. I'm very visual, so if you're not the type of person that is visual, I feel like it's a waste of time to even invest in like trying to make it look good or trying to make it, you know, like that, if you're not that type of person. That doesn't mean you don't have to do it, but I'm just saying, like, it might feel like a burden than an actual enjoyment, and it might not be as realistic. Most of you guys have requested this because you want to know how to plan your stuff. You don't know what to write. You kind of like just think about stuff in your head and assume that you will remember 5 minutes later. Know what you need to do. Write things down. I can't stress that enough, but you won't remember what's in your head when you think of it 5 minutes after you thought that thought, if that makes sense. So if I think, oh, I need to do my laundry, it doesn't come back to me until like hours later, right before I go to bed, and I'm like, shoot, I didn't do my laundry. So to get organized, I would suggest having something right next to you all the time where you could just jot it down really quickly. So I always have my planner with me every single day of the week besides the weekends. I like to keep this in my school bag, but when this isn't with me, I have a to-do list. Now this is my to-do list. It's just a little clipboard that looks like this, and on this to-do list I write down the date, I write down what I need to do. Sometimes it correlates with my planner, and the things that are on this to-do list are also in my planner, so I get to check twice, which is really satisfying for me. These things are more like errands, little things that I don't feel like I need to make space in my planner for. So for example, that's doing the laundry, that's doing the dishes. Those are things I need to do right now. I don't necessarily need to do that, write it down on my planner, because it's not a big event. So I would suggest having something like this handy on your table, maybe in your backpack. Obviously it doesn't have to be a clipboard, but you know, you get the idea, like a post-it or something, you know. I have this and I just hook it on right there. So that's usually where it sits. I keep it there and I really like the way it looks in my room. So that's just what I do to keep myself organized when I'm in my room. Okay, there's also a difference between what to do and what to plan. So like I said, the to-do list is what to do, what you need to do. I think there's a lot of times you need to differentiate the two. Things to do is like, I need to order my sack lunch, or I need to go to the market, or I need to do my laundry, I need to do the dishes, I need to paint my nails. Those are to-do lists. Plans are things that are in the future that you need to prepare for. So that's how I differentiate it. I mean, I create rules and I create, you know, these like boundaries, I guess, or structure for myself so that I don't get mixed up. So that's why I have the to-do list. That is strictly just like things I need to do. I need to write an email, I need to send out this invite, I need to send out the event for my church thing, I need to do that. Like, those are things to do. But planning is like, okay, what do I need to plan for that event? What do I need to do to study for this test? This may be really intimidating. So in my recent video I showed you guys what my planner looked like before it was filled up. Now this is what it looks like completely filled up. The week has gone by and I just want to show you guys how much I write and how much I invest in my planner and like what I write down. Now we're moving on to the more practicality of the planner. I keep sections for certain things. So for example, on Monday, I'll have a homework section. It'll say the homework that is due that day and then the homework that I need to do in a separate section. So the great thing about the Erin Condren planner is that you have 3 separate sections to write down all your stuff. So like I said, I would write homework in here, I would write to do homework in here, and then like what I need to study or like things I have at night. So obviously it's not always the same. It always just depends on my homework and what I need to study, stuff like that. But typically I try to keep this as academic as possible. Homework to do, study. I had a communications quiz, so I marked it with a sticker. I didn't have any tests this week, I just had that quiz, so I knew about that and I wrote it throughout the week, so it really helps me to like lead up to the actual day so I don't forget about the quiz. There's so many students who walk in and they're like, shoot, did we have a quiz today? And that's what we're trying to avoid. You want to put down everything. Use this as a tool for your own benefit. Now, I know mine looks really intimidating. I know mine is intense, but I would say that I'm a pretty intense person, so I enjoy stuff like this. But my roommate is not like this at all. She likes black, red, and blue pen. Really thin planner, no craziness, no stickers, no washi tape, no nothing. But for me, I really enjoy planning it out, making it look good, getting a theme, using stickers I like. It just helps me to want to open this up, to want to write in it, and that's the most important thing. If this right here, if this is gonna be a burden to you, I highly suggest not to get the Erin Condren planner. Don't spend your money on that. Just get something basic if that's who you are. Like a school planner from your campus, Target, anywhere. Like anywhere sells this. I would also recommend, if you are a visual person like I am, get inspired. Go on Instagram. I follow tons and tons of planner people that are on Instagram. They inspire me to be creative. They inspire me to get organized, and I will suggest one person. I'll just put it right here right now. If you guys are interested, go check out Mom Run Craft. She is awesome at planning. I love her handwriting. She has like the perfect themes. It's really cute, really simple. So she's just really fun to look at and to get inspired by. But there are tons. If you just like look at the hashtag like Erin Condren Life Planner, Planner Addict, The Happy Planner, Me and My Big Ideas, like things like that, those keywords, you'll be able to see so many different things. You'll get inspired, maybe a little overwhelmed, but I think that's okay. I think it's just like as long as you try to do it in your own moderation. Obviously, like if you don't love doing this kind of stuff, I feel like it's very unrealistic, and you can't dread it because then you won't want to do it. So I don't dread my planner at all. I haven't for a second. Maybe during the summer because I didn't have anything to write, but now that I have things to write, I love this. I love looking back at the week and seeing all the things that I did. Another way that helps me get organized is using highlighters and colors pens. Like I said, I'm a really visual person, so I really like to use like different colors and different washi tapes and different highlighter colors and all that stuff. Obviously there's a ton of other people who just like using black, red, and blue ink and yellow highlighters, and that's totally fine. I've been really into just like solid black ink these days, but I do love using a ton of colors. It's really easy for me to coordinate my colors. So if I do, you know, pink for my math class, everything for my math class will be in pink, and I know that when I'm done with that homework, I'll highlight it off with a pink highlighter. So keeping it coordinated and keeping those colors for certain things is a really helpful way to remember and see visually what you need to do and what you've already done. I keep all my color pens, and this might be kind of intense, but I keep my color pens in this little like vase cute thing that I got from Target. It's like white and it's scalloped and it's just like a metal tin, but I've got I've got all my pens and my Sharpie pens, and yeah, these are just like my favorite things. It's just so cute and colorful, and I love keeping it on my desk because it's just like really cute and nice to look at. So yeah, I have two of those. I also use stickers. I don't know if you guys like stickers, but I'm a huge sticker fan. I like collecting stickers, and anything that sticks to pieces of paper, I love. So that's another helpful tip. It's just really exciting for me personally because I really like this kind of stuff. Like I said, we're gonna just recap really quick. I section off what I need to do. I section off to homework that's due that day or whatever's due that day. I section off to homework I need to do, and things I need, like studying I need to do, academic things I need to do is in another section. And then the third thing is whatever things are upcoming. So it's kind of like past, present, and future. That's the 3 ways that I separate it. That's just for me, and that's helpful for me. And then on the bottom, I obviously, if I have the space, I just put whatever reminders and stuff like that, and all the stuff on the sides and wherever extra space I have. And then the second thing is there's a difference between a to-do list and planning. So keep that in mind when you're writing this. It's so easy to just get caught up writing ridiculous things like, oh, I need to paint my nails on a planner, and that's sitting right next to you, like, oh, I need to study for this test or whatever. So there's like a difference in that, and I think that's a good way to help you guys get organized. But to close this video off, it's all about whatever makes you happy and whatever helps you. So be practical. Don't do something that you feel like you can't do. Don't just like start sticking on washi tape everywhere and like making this huge thing where you don't even have space to write because all these other people are doing it. I like to keep mine as practical as possible. Maybe for some of you, you're like, oh, like I don't want to spend as much time planning, but it's just what's valuable to me, and it helps me get organized and helps me plan better. And I feel like my events and my work and the outcome becomes better when I make the process better, if that makes sense. So the process of studying, if it's like this and it's cute and I lay it out and I like organize it and separate it, I feel like I study better knowing that I only have this much I need to study for this day or the next week, you know. So it's just about sectioning it off, making sure you can handle it. Yeah, so I guess it's just being practical. Know what you like. And if you don't know what you like, start off with just like a simple planner, and if you want to decorate it, by all means. If you feel like you want the freedom to decorate it, then get something more simple. But if you have no idea what to decorate but you really want something cute, then get something like this where it has colors like for every month. There's a lot of options. I have the Erin Condren planner. There is the 365 Happy Planner by me and my big ideas. That one's a lot cheaper, but I think the first step in planning is just writing it down. It's so helpful to write stuff down rather than thinking in your head like, oh, I know I have to do this. I hope that I shared a couple of helpful things for you guys. Thank you for the request. I love doing videos that you guys suggest. Please comment down below if you guys thought this was helpful, if you thought that I maybe inspired you to plan. If you're wondering where I find the time to plan, I do this like I build the week. I don't just sit at my desk and do all this stuff and then like, you know, expect it to be perfect right when I finish it. Like I kind of get the base first, and then I see what kind of theme I want for that week, and then I kind of build based off of that. So for example, this is a week that we have just finished. I'm gonna show you guys the next week, and this is a week that is fresh, it's new. I set up the base. This doesn't take me very long. Like I set this up and then I leave it, and then as the week goes on, I'll use stickers because things come up, you know. So I build it. People like look at my planner and they're always like, oh my gosh, like you spend all your time doing that. And it's like, no, it actually doesn't take, it takes like 5 minutes for me to do this because I just stick on a sticker and write something down. And that's why it looks really full, because I write a lot of stuff down. So yeah, that is my last tip. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you have not already. If you want to see more videos from me, then please click the subscribe button down below. It's a little red box and it's also free. I will see you guys all in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!